What is going on, YouTube? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. This is Mohammed, your personal PMP coach from Certify with Ease, helping you get certified the fastest and the easiest way possible. Welcome to part 4 of our Triple AT series, where we work on 5 questions each and every session to help you get certified as soon as possible. Remember, we are aiming to understand the concepts behind each question. We are aiming to apply the principles as much as possible in order to prepare, but in order to pass the PMP exam. You want 2 things. Number 1, you want to understand the mindset principles, which are to your right. Number 2, you want to practice on as many problems as possible. Okay. Remember, guys, I have a PMP accelerator program. If you're interested, book an appointment. Let's get this over with so you can get that 6-figure salary job, or you can get more opportunities. You can move on with your life. You can start studying for another certificate, whatever you want. Get this over with. Stop spending so much time studying. It's very, very simple. Okay, let's have a quick discussion, a quick talk. Book an appointment. It's going to be linked in the description below, along with this document. Okay, let's start right now. Let us read this question and try our best to answer it. Awesome. So let me just switch the color over here. A PM operates within a hierarchical organization where team members are accustomed to being directed on what to do. Okay, functional. And performance evaluations are based on completion percentage of assigned tasks. After discussion with the sponsor, the project manager realizes that to meet the next milestone, a few tasks need to be reassigned. This change could be seen as an indication of poor performance by the current individuals responsible for those tasks. What should the project manager do? Okay, so this is a pretty difficult question. Difficult in the sense of it's hard to kind of pinpoint what the problem statement is. So we need to move the next milestone. Or sorry, we realize that to meet the next milestone, we need to reassign tasks. Okay, so tasks need to be reassigned. And as a consequence of that, this could be an indication of poor performance. Makes sense, but let's look at the answers now. Hold a team meeting to inform team members that as the person accountable for delivery, they have decided to reallocate the tasks. Okay. Kind of strange. We'll hold a team meeting to inform team members that as the person accountable for delivery, technically, yeah. You know, the project manager for this project is accountable for delivery, but let's just see what else there is. I don't like the wording of this question. Anyways, privately ask the more experienced team member to take over the task and then notify the other team members that the task has been reassigned. Okay, so you don't want to do things that are going to create friction in your team. This contradicts principle number 3. Okay, never do things that create friction in your team. If you're sneaking behind your team's back and you're giving the task to someone else, and remember, guys, just because someone is more experienced does not mean that they're going to complete the task in the way that it's meant to be. Number 3 is being contradicted here. You can look at your right-hand side. Privately ask the less experienced team member to stop working on the task and inform another team member that the task has been reassigned. Okay, so again, if you're not sure what this principle means, just think about it this way. Put yourself in the shoes of, let's say, this less experienced team member. If your project manager or your boss comes up to you and says, "Hey, stop working on this," will you feel bad? Most probably. You'll feel like, "Oh man, like, did I not do a good job?" Or like my effort, the effort that you put in, you would genuinely feel bad, right? That's how you want to look at this principle a little bit. Hold a team meeting to explain the change in direction. Collaborate with I love this answer. To adjust the task allocation, ensure everyone is on board. Okay, collaborating with your team is something that, as a project manager, you want to do. As a project manager, you are as strong as your team. Okay, your team is weak, you're weak. Your team is strong, you're strong. You can be a bad project manager. If you have a good team, project will succeed. The team will self-organize, the team will figure things out. If you are a great project manager and your team sucks, there's a high chance, unless you're a really, really good project manager, there's a high chance that the project's going to fail. Okay? Collaborating with your team is what you always want to do. This is basically asking your team for advice, one of our principles. You can check on the right-hand side. So this is going to be my chosen answer over here. That's D, right? Yeah, that's D. Okay. Hold a team meeting. Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. Let's read the answers first, and let's try to either eliminate the answers that contradict our principles, or let's try to choose out the answer that we think should be the answer. A, the different stages of development that team members may experience in their journey towards effective teamwork. Okay, so this is not our typical situation based, but this is still a good question. You might get something like this on your exam, less frequently, but you might get something. Okay, identifying cause and effect relationships in root cause analysis. Ooh, we got the root cause. This is one of the key words that the PMP loves to mention. And usually when they do mention root cause, obviously read the question, but if they do mention it, it's the answer. Anyways, C, strategic negotiation skills to determine future budget priorities. Okay, so we're gonna have to read this question. There's no way of doing it without that. A controller proposed a reduction in the project budget, arguing that most of the implemented solutions had yielded minimal returns on investments or operational improvements. The PMs disagreed and presented project assets that demonstrated all solutions had been thoroughly demonstrated, accepted, delivered within the set framework constraints. PM suggested that the problems might lie in the project evaluation and selection process. What was the project manager demonstrating? Ooh, B is the answer. B is the answer. So the project manager is coming along and saying that, no, you know what? Problems might lie in the project evaluation and selection process. So the project manager already, or at least explored the option of these cause and effects. That the cause of failure, or in this case, not meeting what we have to meet, is because of the project evaluation and selection process. Everything else has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so we're not mentioning anything about the team in the question. We're not mentioning anything about strategic negotiations or risk management. Best answer here is going to be B. And we got it. Perfect. Well, question number 3 seems to be missing, but I will make sure that I update the file so you get a bonus question that you can solve yourself. And you tell me in the answer section below what the answer of question 3 needs to be. Okay, so we're missing question number, let me just see. I don't want to see the answer quickly. Okay, no. So I thought maybe it was hiding somewhere around there, but question 3 will be added in the document, and we're going to make it an SPI CPI question. I think that'll be good. You're going to get SPI CPI questions, so I'm going to put in the answer in the answer section, in the description, so you can tell me the answer in the comment section. But let's work on this together. Let's actually cross out or eliminate some answers. Inform the Agile coach that the daily stand-up will be held at 10 local time. Make sure all participants can attend. Okay. Escalate the issue to management. We don't want to escalate. Cancel. And discuss the situation with the team. Collaborate. I love this. On a solution and decide on a suitable time. All right. Always collaborate with your team. Always discuss with your team. They know what's going on. They're the experts. Now, I like this. I'm not going to eliminate it. I'm not going to choose it right away. We should read the problem, but I like this. Hold two separate daily stand-ups, one for the agile coach and technical writer, and another for the rest of the agile development team. Never want to do this. Daily stand-up needs to include everyone that needs to be there. Now, this is not a principle, but just from looking at the agile development cycle, the daily stand-up needs to accommodate or needs to have everyone who is responsible for that sprint there. So you know what is going on. You don't want to have two sprints. And secondly, it's inefficient having two sprints. Okay, but let's read the problem. An agile coach and technical writer for a globally distributed agile team are located in a country with a 9-hour time zone difference from the rest of the team. The agile coach and project lead disagree on the timing of the daily stand-up. The project lead believes that the stand-up should be scheduled for 10 a.m., but the agile coach and technical writer finds this times inconvenient. Okay. Awesome. So the problem statement is very simple. Forget about 10 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Problem statement is disagreement. That's it. Disagreement. If you want to add a little bit more information on daily stand-up timing. Okay. So why do we get the team involved? Well, the team are the people that are actually building the product. So if we don't collaborate with the team and make sure that they're okay with the time, that's going to be a problem. So this is going to be the best solution. Okay. And general rule of thumb, you want to always collaborate with your team. Let's look at the answer. The answer is, yep, we got it, the team. Awesome. Last question of the day. Should we read the problem or should we eliminate the answers? What should we do, guys? I can't hear you, but I'm going to eliminate the answers. But remember, for your exam, unless you're really comfortable, obviously read the question no matter what. But I just want to show you these principles are like magic. Like they work so well. Let's just see what we can eliminate, if anything. Launch a marketing campaign to promote alternative packaging once the 12-month period ends. Okay, sounds okay. Schedule a meeting with all stakeholders to review the stakeholder engagement plan. Sorry, Josh, I got to take a water break. Okay. Nothing wrong with that one. Continue with production processes and plan to address changes during the next annual target review meeting. I don't like this. We are delaying what we need to address. We're delaying it to the next annual target review meeting. We never want to do that. Okay, we never want to delay things to next week, next month, next year. We don't want to do that. Eliminate. That's delaying something. We don't want to do delays. Principle number 2. Never settle for delays. Inform management about the new law as a chance to expand market share and present the proposal. Okay, so we got to read this now. A regulatory branch of an environmental government agency has recently imposed a ban on manufacturing of plastic packaging products with a specific thickness. The ban will take effect in 12 months. The project manager for a startup in alternative packaging has been closely following the progress for this law, and as part of the risk management process, has identified new products that can support growing customer base. Okay, what should the project manager do next? So we have 2 pieces of information. The law has banned this plastic, or this, okay, let's just write plastic, thick, with the thickness, but you guys know what I mean. Plus, there are new product opportunities. So we need to make sure that our answer addresses both of these things. Launch a marketing campaign to promote alternative packaging once the 12-month period ends. Okay. Schedule a meeting with all stakeholders to review the stakeholder engagement plan. So is this a stakeholder engagement problem? It is not. So we can clearly eliminate it because it doesn't solve the problem statement. We're left with now A and D. Inform management about the new law as a chance to expand market share and present the proposed products. I like that. Why are we going to launch a marketing campaign before this? This is principle number 1, right? You're informing management. You're taking that step back. You're discussing. So you don't have to actually see the word discussing. Just remember the notion, the idea. You're informing someone. That means you're discussing. You're gathering feedback from their perspective. D is going to happen. That's what we should do first. So that's going to be my answer. And D is the answer. Awesome. Okay, so those are 5 questions for today, guys. Again, if you are interested in my PMP course, where we use mindset principles to pinpoint the answer, book an appointment with me. Get this over with. Let's get you certified as soon as possible. Take care and have a fantastic rest of the day.